Hi there! It's Jenny from Quick Anime Recap. And today we're recapping a new anime called When Will Ayuma Make His Move? So sit tight and enjoy the video. The anime opens with the first-year high school boy, Ayuma Tanaka, and his senpai, Urushi Yadame, are the only members of their school's shogi club. During their first match, Ayuma tells Urushi she is cute, making her blush. And suspecting he has a crush on her, Urushi attempts to make him admit it by offering him a hug and even a kiss if he confesses love, but to no avail. Unbeknownst to her, Ayuma has promised himself to only confess once he beats her in a shogi match. However, it seems impossible as Urushi is too good at shogi, he couldn't win one game. Sometime later, Urushi sees Ayuma being invited into the kendo club, because he is really good at it. But later, she becomes relieved when he tells her that he rejected his invitation and will stay with her at the shogi club. There, Urushi reveals that her friend decided to join the shogi club, and that they need one more member to become an official school club, which Ayumu is somewhat sad to find out, as he likes to spend time alone with her. Fortunately, they later find out that her friend ditches joining the club after getting a boyfriend. Urushi then asks Ayumu what would he do in that situation if he eventually find a girlfriend. But his answer makes Urushi think that he would like her as a girlfriend. However, he remains steady on his promise and rejects the notion. Shortly after that, Ayuma finds Urushi sitting alone looking really disappointed. It turns out she hates PE class, as she is bad at sports. Despite this, Urushi attends class after being encouraged by Ayuma for her cute looks, making her extremely embarrassed. After PE class, they continue playing shogi together, and when she laughs at how bad he is, Ayuma turns it around by complimenting her laugh is beautiful. After continue falling victim to Ayuma's flattery, she tries to harden herself, but would later succumbs when Ayuma comes close to her to see her side of the shogi board. After school, it starts raining outside, which Ayumu invites Urushi to share his umbrella on their way home. Even though she is embarrassed, she still accepts the offer and even tells him that they may share it again someday. The next day is the school annual sports day, and there, Urushi's friend, Maki, notices her cheering on Ayumu. She teases her for being so close to him. During his competitions, Ayumu does really well in all of the sports, carrying the white team to number 1 despite Urushi dragging them down. And this prompts some boys to approach him to join their sporting club. However, Urushi tells them about their shogi club, but they deny even knowing that club existed. Feeling defeated that nobody knows about her club, Ayuma tells a depressed Urushi that he will get their club noticed and attract potential members. And when she says that would make her happy, he becomes even more motivated. Just then, Maki asks him to be her substitute for the next race, as she is not feeling well. And so, they then nervously hold each other during the three-legged race, which results in constant tripping, losing them the race. Finally is the student relay race, and seeing this as the last chance to win, he flies through the entire race. But unexpectedly, there is a last scavenger hunt to complete the race. And Ayuma carries Urushi towards the referee, after he got a challenge in a slip of paper, telling him to bring back a cute object, flustering her. Later in the library, Ayuma's childhood friends, Takeru Kakuryu and Sakurako Mikage, are reading books together. And Sakurako hypnotizes Takeru into joining the shogi club after Ayumu asks him, claiming his friend needs his help. But they then realize they will not be able to walk home together if he joined the club, so he requested to be a ghost member, and Ayumu agrees with it. After school, Ayuma tells Urushi that he got another member for their club. And upon seeing her sweet smile, it makes his heart skip a beat. And he asks if there are anything else he can make her happy, which they celebrate with taiyaki at a park. And Urushi embarrasses herself after she says she likes the shogi piece that bears Ayuma's name on it, flattering him, and she runs away. Elsewhere, Sakurako and Takeru are enjoying some taiyaki together too. The next day at the shogi club, Urushi attempts to get Ayumu to notice her new hairstyle, which he did notice it and compliment her for it. And in that moment, Takeru enters the room, introducing himself to Urushi as the new member of the club. They then have a quick shogi match together, which Ayumu is jealous after seeing her constantly complimenting Takeru on his shogi skills. And luckily for him, Sakurako comes in and hypnotizes him, taking Takeru away with her to the library. And in the library, Takeru asks Sakurako if she had a crush on anyone, which she denies it. And when she asks him the same question, he lies to her and says he does not like anyone, being too embarrassed to confess his feelings now. This causes them to promise to help each other out after they have found love. Sometime later, Urushi reveals to Ayuma that she is selling yakisoba at the school festival and asks what will his class be doing, which Ayuma states his class is not doing anything this year and asks her to go on a date with him at the festival, surprising her. But she did accept it in the end. The school festival begins, and Urushi starts selling yakisoba around the school, but couldn't sell any. As such, Ayuma decides to help her, and it quickly sold down to 3 boxes. Coincidentally, Takeru appears and greets them, and being his wingman, he purchased all 3 of them to help out Ayumu. Now finally free, their date can begin, and they have a great time playing together around the festival and enjoying the foods. During the date, Maki finds and teases them. Urushi admits that it is her first date to Ayumu, but he expresses his joy for having the honor to be her first date. They then enter a haunted house that runs by Sakurako and Takeru, where Urushi is shocked when Ayumu holds her hand during it. Initially, Sakurako plans to scare them just a little, but Takeru becomes nervous while hiding together with her, so he bursts out yelling, failing the plan. Now being scared out of her mind, they decide to take a break and play some shogi in the meantime. And Urushi expresses that she really enjoyed herself at the festival, prompting Ayumu to ask her to call him by his first name, which embarrasses her. The following day at the shogi club, like usual, Ayumu knows Urushi is hiding in the boxes to surprise him, but he overreacts when Urushi tries to scare him, leaving her shaken. He later funnily places Urushi in a box after she says that she is cold. As they clean their clubroom together, Urushi finds an old DVD player, to which she asks Ayumu if he has any DVDs they can watch. And initially believing he is hiding an ecchi film, she is relieved when it turns out to be just a horror movie. After that, they then start a shogi match like usual. And seeing Ayumu feeling really sad after losing every match, Urushi agrees to start a match with less pieces, just to handicap herself. And Ayumu accepts the challenge, thinking this is his opportunity to win a match, and confesses his feeling to her. In the end, Ayumu really defeats her. Before he can say anything, however, a teacher arrives and spoils their moment by asking to take the trash for them. Afterwards, as Takeru walks home with Sakurako, they agree to spend their Christmas together eating cake at her home. On the other hand, Ayumu is also walking home with Urushi, and wants to use this chance to finally ask her out for a Christmas date. But he is too nervous and say that he wishes to beat her in a fair game next time, and wishes her a happy new year instead, embarrassing her. And immediately Ayumu feels bad for not asking her out when he got the chance. On Christmas Day, Ayumu gets another chance to ask her out, when he run into Urushi and Maki at the temple, and Maki understand the situation and left Urushi with Ayumu alone, which he ultimately build up his courage and asks Urushi to spend Christmas with him. They then went to a temple and received their luck, and Urushi reveals she wished for their club to become official. As such, Ayumu reveals he asked for her wish to come true. Thanks for watching the video. Still want to watch more anime recap? Click the video on the screen to watch more. And don't forget to subscribe to catch the latest upload.